Hi, here are some signs you are a very difficult person to get along with, even though you don't realize it. It's a hard pill to swallow, but sometimes we're the ones making relationships difficult without realizing it. Yes, it's tough to admit, but understanding our own shortcomings is the first step to becoming a better person and improving our interactions with others. Let's explore some telltale signs you might be a difficult person to get along with, even if you aren't aware of it. Sometimes, the most obvious things are the hardest to see, and that's certainly true when it comes to our own behavior. So let's jump in and see if any of these signs ring true to you. Number one, you're often the center of attention. We all love to feel special and to be noticed every now and then. But what happens when it's always about you? Being constantly in the spotlight could be a sign that you're being a bit too self-centered in your interactions with others. We all like to share our stories, our victories, and sometimes our defeats. But when every conversation becomes about you, it can become tiresome for the people around you. Perhaps you're not even aware that you are dominating the conversation and not leaving much room for others to express themselves. But this behavior can make you a difficult person to get along with. So, take a moment to reflect on your recent conversations. Were they all about you? If so, it might be time for a change. Remember, everyone has a story to tell. Number two, you're quick to criticize. Criticism can be a double-edged sword. Constructive criticism offered in the right way can be valuable, but constant criticism, even if it's well-intended, can be draining for those around us. Here's a personal example. I used to have a habit of immediately pointing out mistakes. I thought I was being helpful by identifying the errors so they could be corrected. However, it was pointed out to me that my constant critiques were coming across as harsh and judgmental, making people feel less confident around me. I realized my approach was making me difficult to get along with. Since then, I've made a conscious effort to balance my feedback with both positive reinforcement and constructive criticism. I'm not perfect, but acknowledging this issue has made a significant difference in my relationships. So, if you find yourself constantly critiquing others, you may want to reconsider your approach. It's all about balance and respect for other person's feelings. Number three, you struggle with listening. Listening is an art that takes practice and patience. It's often more than just hearing the words someone is saying. In the world of psychology, two distinct forms of listening are recognized: active and passive. Active listening involves fully engaging with the speaker, providing feedback and understanding their message. Passive listening is more about just hearing the words without truly engaging. If you often find yourself waiting for your turn to speak rather than truly absorbing what the other person is saying, you may be a passive listener. This can make you seem uninterested or dismissive, making it difficult for others to connect with you. Improving your active listening skills can enhance your relationships and make you more approachable. After all, everyone wants to feel heard and understood. Number four, you're often defensive. We all have moments when we feel the need to protect ourselves. It's a basic human instinct. But when you're constantly on the defense, it can make people hesitate to communicate with you. Being defensive often means not being open to feedback or different perspectives. This can lead others to feel that Their opinions or feelings are invalid when they're around you. If you find yourself frequently feeling attacked or misunderstood, and your first reaction is to defend your position rather than trying to understand the other person's point of view, then it's likely you're being overly defensive. It's important to remember that we all have room for growth and learning. Being open to feedback and other perspectives not only makes us more likable, but also helps us grow as individuals. Number 5, you struggle with empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's a vital skill for forming meaningful relationships and connecting with people on a deeper level. If you find it hard to put yourself in someone else's shoes, to feel what they're feeling, it can create a barrier between you and the people around you. This lack of empathy can make others feel misunderstood or unimportant. Showing empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with everything someone else says or does. It simply means acknowledging their feelings and showing them that you understand. Empathy is not always easy, especially when we're dealing with emotions of our experiences we have never personally encountered. But making an effort to empathize can make a world of difference in your relationships. Remember, we're all human and we all crave understanding and connection. The conclusion is, it's all about growth. Understanding human behavior is a complex process, often linked to our upbringing experiences and even our genetics. It's important to remember that being a difficult person to get along with doesn't equate to being a bad person. More often than not, it's just a reflection of certain behaviors we have adopted over time. Sometimes without even realizing it. Acknowledging these signs in ourselves is the first step towards personal growth and improved relationships. It allows us to course correct, learn, and evolve. Self-reflection and awareness can be challenging, but they're essential for leading a fulfilling life. So if you've recognized some of these signs in yourself, take a moment to reflect. Remember, change is a part of life. It's never too late to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of ourselves. Thank you so much for listening. And if any of these resonates with you, please let us know in the comment section. And please like, share, and subscribe for more. Thank you. Ciao.